Yo, what's up, everyone? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, we're gonna run these two interviews from September 2001. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to everyone that was lost at the World Trade Center. But right around that time, Wendy Williams gave her first interviews to Little Kim first, and then Foxy Brown second. Foxy Brown kind of came into her interview checking Wendy Williams and feeling the way about Little Kim's interview, which Little Kim really didn't say much. But I want you guys to check both interviews out. I just used parts of both interviews and, you know, the comparisons, and let me know, who are you, Team Foxy or Team Kim?
I write, oh yeah. Hell no.
Okay.
Foxy wrote, oh yeah.
Interesting.
100%.
Because not only did I hear that Shine secretly wrote oh yeah, but that he did it free. To get back at Kim. Why was Kim? I know that sounded a little ludicrous to me, but since I have you on the radio,
and I'm sure you're a pretty sensitive person.
Yeah,
I'm sure you can decipher from what's kind of ludicrous.
You know, Little Kim was up here the other day, and she said a few things about you, which I'm sure that you heard about, you know, in your cipher and everything. And the listeners were really, and I mean really, hoping that I teased on the radio the other day when I found out that Kim was coming up. I said, you know what, it would be a good idea if I could get Foxy to come up. And
I want to definitely clarify that, because I think a caller called up and said Foxy just wants to come up with. I don't play that game. Gavin told me that you were now for us, right, going to Miami Carnival. And I decided to put it off for a day and come up.
Yeah. Well, I got a telephone call, I was going to say, from your camp, and they said, well, Foxy's not coming up while Kim's up and everything like that. I immediately, you know, put the halt to it.
No, that's we definitely we don't fall victim to that. We don't have a problem. We'll get on any stage, any record, and destroy Kim.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Period.
So you're more skillful than her, is what you're saying.
I mean, let the fans be the judge, but I'm not going to get up here. I'm not going to badmouth Kim.
Yeah.
I'm unconcerned.
Did your friends tell you that she badmouthed you the other day?
Well, they just said she did the normal Kim thing, right?
Well, she said that you were. She said that you were.
That's normal. When you need a platform to, you know, you have to.
So, she got the nose job, by the way. It looks pretty good in person. Yeah. Good. She's not saying one word. Look, she's not falling for my crap. But let me just say this to you. All right. So if you're at a party and you see Little Kim, let me just skip that question.
I don't really party. I'm not in it.
Is there ever a chance for you and Kim to be Thelma and Louise?
Wendy, I've tried.
Okay.
I've tried. Mm-hmm. I have actually, Russell Simmons, myself, Ken Love, we've all tried. We, didn't you mention something about extending an olive branch?
Yes,
and I was thinking, I was like, does she even know what an olive branch is? When you extend an olive branch, it wasn't an attempt to be friends. It was just, you know, after what happened in front of the radio station, I was like, you know, this is ridiculous. We lost Biggie, we lost Pac. If that's not a sign, then, you know, and you would think that she being so close to Biggie would be the first one to say, okay, let's stop this. And they denied. Yeah. They pulled out.
She said that you said when you were in the hospital that she was the first, you know, person to call you. Okay, so that didn't happen. All right,
this was a hilarious interview from what I understand.
It was very entertaining. She was here for about 2 hours, but
really?
let's get off that, because it's clear, listeners, everybody in the audience, it's clear that they're not going to get together, and I'm not going to incite this.
No, right, but it's also clear that
That's what I want to do.
Oh, okay.
I reached out, you know, I'm at Def Jam, I'm an A&R at Def Jam.
The little brother is always trying to get the shine. Do you ever notice that?
Right,
Here he is.
right.
And he deserves it.
Okay.
Hold on, can I also say that everyone around me, these two, Gavin and Anton, are really my fans. They're my brothers, so they are here no matter what, not because I'm a meal ticket to them. So let's make that very clear.
True side. Look at this. Dear Wendy, I'm so glad that you're getting Kim and Foxy together. Finally, we can get a truth and some answers to the question. What is the beef? What is going on with you and Foxy?
No, like I just said, Wendy, I'm an adult and I don't have time to deal with petty,
Come up to the mic.
and petty things. You know, one thing about Honey is that I feel that she has a little slight mental problem. I'm not trying to be funny, but I really think that that's honestly serious. I mean, she said that she extended an olive branch.
And she did say
at
that.
the last moment, I canceled. First of all, I never agreed to it. So how could at the last moment I cancel it? I never agreed to it.
That is the word that's going around.
One thing I would never do is get in bed with the enemy. I don't fear the enemy. I know who she is. I know what she is, and that's something that I chose to distance myself from. I will never, ever, ever, ever do anything involved with her again. You know what I mean? It's fine. It's like, let her do her thing and I do me. I can't. That's something that's just, you know, it's just something that you feel that's really, is really poisonous to you.
Yes.
You have to stay away from it.
Even though I think we fan chicks out here, we think that you guys would make good friends. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you got, but I'm just saying aesthetically speaking, because none of us know you all together. But, you know, imagine Little Kim and Foxy walking through Saks, looking fabulous, shopping, you know what I'm saying? Going away to Italy, sitting in the front row.
But we are on two different levels. Like, I can't even see how people can hear us. I mean, like I said, like, one time I know she was in a hospital or something, and she said that I was one of the first people. Yeah, she was like I was one of the first people to call her. I don't have that child's number. So, like, why are you lying? Like, that right there scares me. Like, you know, if you have to lie to try to get me to be a friend, that right there is not showing. Put it this way. I ran into this woman that I'm really cool with in Justin's, and one time she invited me to go to church with her. She's really close with, the other girls, whatever. Okay. And he asked her to go. She's been asking her to go to church with her for a while. She said the only how I would go to church with you is if you can make sure you fix it so I can sit next to little Kim. Like, what? How come you doing that to, go to church? But you don't do that. Right. So I went to church anyway, but I didn't see her, But she needs to get it together, honestly, on a spiritual side.
Is there a chance of friendship?
First of all, I never say never, but I try not to never say never. I just said never a minute ago. But honestly, that's not something that I want.
I mean, these two, Gavin and Anton, are really my chance.
Well, let's welcome Foxy down to the studio. Well, let's welcome Foxy down to the studio.
Hi.
Very nice to have you here.
I'm here. I've arrived.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I have to say, I was teetering on the edge. I said, I wonder if she's going to show up or not.
Stuck in traffic.
Yeah, turn this down just a little bit because we have to hear every word Foxy says. Always.
I don't have headphones.
We're going to get you some headphones. Right. See, the thing is that we just started last Monday. You know what I'm saying? And so there are a couple of things that we need going on here for the show. You're going to freestyle? Because that's the only reason why.
But of course. How can you be an artist and not freestyle?
Yeah. You are so right, though, Foxy, and thank you for that. So listen, the CD is called Broken Silence, and let's see how you did. I got the new readings for this week. Capone Noriega's beat song. I want you to do some freestyle. Do my headphones?
No, I'm not freestyling.
Your fans are going to think you're fronting. You have to. Oh, you're going to sing?
I got a curse.
Oh, here she goes. Now, you know what, everybody? We'll talk, but I think any excuse is better than none. All right. Well, Kim, there's a couple other things I want to ask you. Well, let's talk. You did. I got the new reading for this week. I just want to catch everybody up to what's going on. Okay, Foxy, last week you were number 95 on the charts. This week, Broken Silence is still on the charts, but you're at 117. You're on Def Jam Records, and this week you sold 11,162 new CDs. Last week it was 12,693 new CDs. And overall, according to this very official thing from a record spine, who I happen to like, you've sold overall 419,214 CDs.
Thank you, everyone, for making the album gold in 2 months. Thank you. With no promotion. Thank you.
Okay.
That's straight.
Just straight.
That's not counting mom and pop.
Oh, that's not counting the mom and pop stores. Okay, so you're platinum. And gold.
And basically underground, because we really have no promotion.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Sure.
What, all right.
Go hit subscribe and let me know Team Foxy or Team Kim.